the merchants, they just contact me. They would like to accept the payment with this price also. So actually, they don't still not have the chance to present them, and we still not have enough time. So that means when if all of our pioneers can accept have this high consensus, only one price. You know why? We should have our goal. The goal is only one. If we have, for example, 300 is okay, maybe
Sorry,
10 is okay.
Doris.
Yeah.
Doris,
Yes.
your voice is crumbled. Can you come again, please?
Oh, hear me? Sorry, can you hear me?
Your voice is crumbled.
Oh, is that okay right now? Hello?
Great. Yeah, it's okay right now.
Yeah, sorry. I just want to say is first of all, actually have a lot of merchants, so you don't need to worry about that. The second thing is if all of our pioneers support this price, then we have very power and we you know why the reason we call this high price. The reason is we want Pi Network to be successful. This is not individual financial freedom things for us. You know, probably some people they have a lot of Pi already. They don't need a high price, $100, $1,000 financial freedom already. But no, we not just consider about ourselves. We think about it's long term for Pi Network. Pi Network need this high price because this price represent the value, the real value of it. Because Web 3.0 can create a lot of GDP in the future. So, and also because this is a will be a worldwide currency, it is not suitable to be as the traditional cryptocurrency to step by step increase the price. It must go from the beginning high price, so it prevent the hype. So this is my considering here. Thank you.
Great. Belief,
Yeah,
right?
I believe yes,
Belief. I
yes.
mean, so Bashir, you wanted to come in because I have some replies to give Doris.
Okay, yeah. Talking about the utility, about those doubting the services in the market. There's this group of pioneers who have started something like Bolt, Uber or something. The company is from Hawaii. It's called Pi Taxi. It has been on the ground for a while. They have been in contact with one of the Pi core teams, and it's under registration. It's on the ground. So I just want to clear the doubts of many pioneers who are here saying, okay, people are going to buy. There's not going to be enough services in the market. Something big like Pi Taxi is on the ground, and we don't know anything about it yet. So there are other services that are still under development and underground and have passed registrations and stuff like that. So the
Yeah,
high
great.
price, the
I
high
I mean,
price, I'm in for it. I'm in for it because I know what's going to happen. Me being aware of Pi Taxi, I was like, seriously, that's one of the biggest projects. And then being in contact with the PyCore team about that project, I think that was something huge that was still on the ground.
yeah. So there are so many underground projects, even some that are not just still in building. They're already ready. They're just waiting for things to go live. Things that have already been in existence before. Businesses that have been in existence, operating currently with cash. So they're just waiting for integration because like, truly it's Pi actually prevents against the inflation, right? So people cannot wait to actually transfer. When people say that people just want to sell or buy things with Pi and sell for cash and all that, I mean, it's just as if you are running a race backwards and you see people running ahead of you. At the end of the day, you may be the one losing out because things will move fast and your trust in cash um, will keep going low because Pi is there to inspire confidence and trust in an economy that is protected against inflation. So I mean, yeah, Brian, you've raised up your hand. Kindly unmute your mic, please.
Good morning, y'all.
Yeah.
Everybody, glad to be here. Uh, I just wanted to say a few things. I actually was expected to see uh some other people here, but they don't like to show their face when this type of stuff comes up. But
Yeah, I was
I'm not. I don't.
expecting the
Yeah,
anti-high consensus people to come up.
everybody know who's supposed to be here. But it's all good because you know what? When you try to keep information from pioneers, man, it hurts the community, and I don't like that. So it's like this. I want everybody to understand this too. Now, I'm not the smartest person in the world or none of that. And I wish that I was over and had some of the brains that you guys have, but I don't. I just look at what's in front of me, and then I look a little bit deeper than what I see. People have to understand that pi can't come with a low value. It'll fail. The whole project will not succeed because if it's a low value, people are forgetting about all the people that the coins that we mined and the people that don't really have money like that. That's for us so that we can prosper too. But we forgetting about Web3. We're forgetting about all the billionaires that have money already and they need somewhere to put their money. They're not going to put their money in a speculative asset that fluctuates and goes up and down and people can manipulate it. They don't want to do that. They're going to put their money somewhere where it's stable. So Pi's value has to be high from the start to stop inflation and going up and down. People don't want to put $1 million in Pi and then next year it's worth 500,000. That's a bad investment. They're not going to do that. So the value has to be high enough from the start. It doesn't matter really the price of Pi. It's the value of Pi because even if Pi is $1 million, the merchants are still going to get their same percentage as they would as if it was a lower price. It doesn't matter. They're still going to get the same percentage. They're going to get a percentage of the pie that equals this certain amount. That's it. Web3, man, there's people sitting on the side waiting. The billionaires not going to tell you they coming. They're not going to tell you they coming. They're going to come and pop out. What's going to happen when Tesla say we accepting it? Utilities. There's going to be utilities everywhere. What happens when Amazon come? Utilities everywhere. We
I
worried
think I
about
think
our little utilities. I understand that. But
yeah, I think
those are, go ahead,
what
Willie.
they think will happen, Brian, what they think will happen when all these utilities start coming in, uh, um, even no matter how fast or slow they come in, what these the low consensus people imagine will happen is that the price will start rising and rising and rising and rising and rising and rising and just keep going up sharply. So the more people, let us consider the fact that there are actually hundreds of millions of inactive accounts, right? So when people start retrieving their account because they see action is happening, transactions are happening, and it means that number of engaged pioneers would actually increase at a much more faster rate than it has been doing during this period of pre-mainnet development, right? So it's going to go shoot up fast. You see tens of millions of people jumping in, just like that, and that it means that the mining rate also taking a very deep dive down. And so in the minds of these people, they view it through the lens of the traditional crypto system, where the difficulty in mining happens, the more frequent it happens, the more frequent the price change happens, whether upward or downward. And for a currency, that does not actually reflect a good quality for the for price to just be skyrocketing because the mining rate keeps dropping. Remember, the core team has put an option there that the mining rates will be adjusted from monthly drop to weekly and then daily. So I presume that if at this pre-mainnet action period we are at monthly, it would only mean that when action starts, we are looking at a change coming. When I don't know, but I believe that it's going to be soon because the change is going to come from that monthly
Hmm.
decline to probably weekly. So it means
Yes.
that every
Yeah.
week we're having a new mining rate. So does that mean that every week we're having a massive price bump?
Hmm.
$100, $500, $2,000, $5,000? That's
They
madness.
they don't want that. That's why they're doing it. They don't want that. They don't want that. That's what people. The core team did this stuff in reverse, man. Everybody ain't understanding that it's a reverse.
Yeah.
They've got the community first before they giving you. They got places to spend the money before they give it to you. So anybody that's listening to somebody that doesn't have an actual utility, listen, Doris is right here. She's sitting here telling you that there is hundreds of people that she's talked to that are really willing to accept it. So if there's hundreds of people that she's talked to that are willing to accept it, why are you listening to somebody that don't know nobody that is accepting it? Why would you listen to
Right.
somebody like that? Don't make no
Right.
sense. Y'all got to use your brain. Core
Yeah.
team is smart. and
Exactly. Uh-huh.
it's overloading Dr. Nick's brain because he had to add some people to it. So
Yes,
just
yes.
know that it's a lot going on that we don't know about, y'all. So
Yeah,
don't
I
devalue
totally
yourself.
agree with you. Yeah, I totally agree with you, Brian. It's so good. I like what your speech. I totally agree with you. The reason is, actually in our world, a lot of rich people, they hold a lot of money. But, if they hold US dollars, that means they will shrink a lot, US dollars devaluate. And if they invest in the stock market or cryptocurrency, actually it's not good too. And also for the property right now, it's going down. So the people, rich people, actually care about what kind of asset can keep the value, increase the value. So actually, we don't need to worry about nobody to buy the pie because pie really has the value based on Web 3.0 already, right? So actually, I totally agree with you. And also, what you just mentioned, in the future, probably will coming soon when we start the bartering, because people can see the real price, the free mining can really buy the product. They will come in, and also the inactive pioneers will just be active right away. Actually, 10 million registration already. And also at that time, new pioneers or new miners will come in. The mining rate will drop probably weekly or maybe daily. Then
Yeah,
in the future, yeah.
the customer said weekly or daily.
Okay,
I also
daily.
want to
Okay,
point out something.
yeah.
There is a notion, there is a narrative that comes from the low consensus, sorry, the anti-high consensus, group of pioneers, and I really wish they were here. Actually, that was my purpose of this, because I wanted them to come speak and let us see the analysis and interact on it, and let us. It's not. We're not fighting ourselves. I mean, we're fighting against what is coming ahead, right? What's coming? We're trying to hold our stand. We don't want to be swayed by chance and things. Anyways, what I was saying is that about the mining rates. So some people, pioneers, were saying that why would I accept 0.00 something pi, for example, for my service or my good or something, when I can just mine zero point 0.4 pi a day, and mine 2 pi uh, in sorry 1 pi in 3 days or something like that. It doesn't make sense. I mean, so from a business perspective, that's actually very very very, very false, because no businessman you don't try to make all your expected returns or profit from one transaction. What you do is build a large business, have many customer base, and charge them retail prices which are smaller, and then by doing that you can amass a good amount of money from all of them, and not expecting that one person ought to pay you what your mining rates reflect. Now, where is the fallacy in that? I'm coming there. Now, when mainnet migration happens, the pi that is migrated is the transferable balance. And then from the transferable balance, a portion goes to lockup and a portion is available for your spending. And of course, as we have seen, majority of people are, locking up on the higher range of 90% and 100%. Why? Because we know humans are greedy. Everybody wants to mine more pi. They are aware that mining is now a competition. It's a fixed supply. So the higher your mining rate, the more ahead you are in the competition, right? So when your migration happens and then you have your available balance, which is way, way smaller than the entire transferable balance, know that your next migration, then your next transfer to your wallet is not yet released by the core team. It's not yet announced by the core team. And if we want to, speculate rightly from some observations, we can see that even as at now, our referrers who have passed their KYC, their bonuses have not yet reflected in our transferable balance. So that is communicating something to us. It's communicating that the core team is not ready to include those bonuses in the first transfer, because originally it said that once your referrals pass their KYC, their balances will be transferred over to you. But so far, many of us have had our referrals pass KYC, but none of that is there. So it's signifying something that we're not going to get that transfer very easily. We are going to go with just the transferable balance so far. Now, this transferable balance, sorry, Fred, hold on. Your mic is open. right? So now this transferable balance, after migration, you realize that what you mine daily does not go to your wallet, first of all. So that means the idea that, oh, because I mine a certain amount of pi daily, why should I accept less than that for my service or goods? Are you forgetting that your mined pi is not available to you for spending? It goes to your transferable balance until the next transfer event is done, which the core team has not communicated, which I think is a very good thing. Maybe it's intentional. If they wanted us to know, they would have made it known to us by now, but they did not. So we're left to speculate. Now, it means that after your transfer to your wallet, the only pie that you can be getting for your in your available wallet balance for spending is only pie that you earn from utilities, from providing a good or a service. Now, why would I, a buyer, also want to pay you that amount that you think you mine daily when I also do not have pie that I mine, daily mined pie available to replenish what I have spent? I know that I am not getting a second transfer, so I am left with my available balance. So it means that if I spend anyhow, I'm not going to get any more pie until I work, do some stuff, and get utility, provide utility and earn, and get that pie from utility earn, because mined pie is a no-go area. Nobody knows when the next transfer will be, and it may definitely not be less than monthly or even more than. So who knows, right? So now, why use that as a factor to saying that we can't accept a very pie, a low amount in pi when we can make that from daily mining. Daily mining is not a valid excuse here, because it's not available to you to spend. You have to wait for probably a month or 2 months or 6 months, who knows, or maybe 3 years to the next transfer. We never can tell. So it means that your available balance is very, very, very valuable. And if you spend it anyhow, it's gone. Your daily mining does not give you the amount that you can earn, you can spend daily. So that's one point I wanted to explain about the idea that because we are mining daily, then we cannot accept lower than that. We must accept more pi, which means low consensus value. That's a fallacy also, and I am waiting for anyone who can actually speak against that and give a rationale that actually invalidates what I have just said. So far, I have tweeted it beforehand, but nobody has been able to speak into it. They always ignore it. All right.
They're
So I
not here and they ain't coming, so don't even look for them.
right. So, pioneers, notice you are stuck. You are stuck with the available balance, and there's no daily mind pie that you'll be getting in your wallet daily. I don't think the core team will do something like that. Otherwise, they would have actually transferred our referral bonus to us by now. But they do not intend to. The essence of the whole lockup and transferable balance. Anyone that sees things right would know that it is to counter inflation. It's to counter inflation. So why give newly mined pie daily to people? It doesn't help the economy, right? So it's not going to happen. The core team will not do that. We already have the signs that they're not going to release those bonuses so easily for you to be spending daily. It's not going to happen. So that's not an excuse. Nitesh, you have your microphone. I saw you requested a long time ago. You could speak.
Would you just give me some time? I'm just parking my car. I'll just come in a bit. Sorry.
All right. All right.